should be live. Alright. Okay. In that case, I'll give a countdown of 3, 2, 1, go. So right away, I'm just going to mash A to skip a cutscene within this. I think I skipped it already. I'm actually not sure if it's before or after the loading screen. But I have a Arcariat with me. He's the world record holder.
Hi. I try to do a lot of the glitch hunting in this game because it's a really funny game.
It is. So, I can't skip all of the tutorial. I can skip some of it. So right here, I've just got to look around for the Wiimote. Got to learn how to move. And I can't skip this cutscene, unfortunately. But it's not too long. These mushrooms are celebrating their life. I got a nice walking stick. I agree with the mushroom. Okay, so right away you're going to see me doing a bit of a glitch jump in this. If I can get it to work right. So what's going to happen with that is I roll, and I preserve the speed that the roll does by jumping out of it, and it allows me to long jump everywhere. So now we're done with the tutorial. Now I can get through most things. There's a couple of tutorial things still to come, but not too many of them, thankfully.
When I started looking into this game, I thought it was going to be really, really broken because it said it had grapples, telekinesis, and actually just the grapples and telekinesis.
Which it does. So I'm going to skip a text box right there. There's a snail mail sitting right in front. If you go near it, it gives you a little tutorial about snail mail, but I don't need to ever talk to the snail. So I just go around where the hitbox is for that. Alright, so we use telekinesis right there, pulling this doll away. I got a stick. That's always nice. So in this game, you can actually build weapons as you go. I'll only be building a couple of them. There's 4 different weapon types, but only one of them is really useful. Right now, the default one that they give you is this hammer-like weapon using your walking stick, thimble, and a piece of gum. But we're going to change that in a little bit to be a stabbing weapon. So I can float as well in order to do all my platforming and everything, just kind of get through areas a little faster, don't have to wait on cycles as often. Please. Holding the Wiimote while playing this game is a little tricky because all the camera is based on the D-pad of the Wiimote, and I have to constantly jump with A, so I have to make sure my hand is actually up high enough to use both simultaneously. That was a good jump. I gotta be careful because enemies in this game are relentless. So if I have any of them near me, like, I have to get out of there, otherwise I'm just gonna get bodied.
There's really not much invincibility frames, too.
No.
Like, if enemies start piling on you, then oh well.
Yep. So, I'm gonna use this telekinesis of mine to my advantage here to skip a bunch of stuff by taking this gas can, or lighter fluid, or whatever it is. If it'll... This is the hard part about running this game, is getting the items that you need to jump on in good positions. Please, stay. This isn't staying. Please work. You're not gonna work like that. Will you work like this? Item, please. I just need to jump on you. That's all I want. Okay, we made it up. Jeez.
It's really tricky.
So right there, I have to kill that mole. There's an invisible barrier that the mole is behind. But I can just pick up an item from the other side of it and throw it at him, which kills him instantly. And the barrier's gone right away. So you saw I could actually build another part right there. That's not one that I'm actually going to use. You gotta be careful because there's a mine cart that comes around right here and likes to snipe you. There's also a mouse in it. A lot of things are kind of possessed in this game. There's a lot of spores infecting things as you go. The story has something to do with like these meteorites falling and hitting everything and causing, you know, sentient mushrooms. It's a very, very strange game.
Listen to the soundtrack.
Yes. The soundtrack is even stranger. The soundtrack, if any of you know the artist, a lot of it is done by Les Claypool. He's a member of the band Primus.
He makes a lot of weird music.
Yeah. Alright, I gotta protect these morals here. But the moles are pretty easy to kill. I just need this nail, thank you. The king mole on the other side there trying to snipe me. He definitely can snipe me. Like that. Okay, we're fine. Alright, I just murdered him with that and created a bridge simultaneously for multitasking. I'm gonna pick up this quarter that he had eaten or something. And that's gonna allow me to get a gift from the gods. And the gift from the gods is a sticky hand. I mean, that's a pretty good gift if you ask me.
Truly is a gift from my gods until it picked up all the dirt in the world.
Oh man. Alright. Okay, I need a better position. There we go. So I'm going to skip the entire platforming section they want me to do there to get up there, just because there's an easy spot to grapple up to. And then that ends this chapter.
This game's kind of a pseudo collectathon. It gives you like these things like the meteorites and a bunch of other stuff you can collect, but you really don't have to grab any of it to beat the game.
Mm-hmm. You'd think Grant Kirkhope. Yep, no, we went weirder. That is true. Les Claypool. Alright, so right here, the kudzu request. The kudzu are these plants I'm about to save. There are mutant rabbits chewing on their vines. Hurts them a lot. They're not a fan. I'm gonna hold... Go ahead.
They intend for you to do a lot of platforming in this place,
yeah.
But the range of telekinesis is so massive, you can just hit the objectives from really far away.
So what I did right there at the beginning, I already killed one of the rabbits that I need. There's 5 of them. I just have to put my pointer of the Wiimote... There it is. I just have to put the pointer like all the way over to the right side of the screen and mash B, which is what the telekinesis button is, and it just does that first one automatically with that fan. Oh, I got the traction of the spider. That's not good. Okay, that's 3. I got 2 more. I got to go back to the first area. The next 2 don't appear until you kill the first 3. I'm gonna go over here a bit. Shovel, please drop. Thank you. Get me out of there. Okay, we're fine. Yeah, as far as the combat goes, they expect you to use the block button a lot instead of relying on invincibility frames, which I guess, you know, works, but is not good in a speedrun. Please, thank you. The things that you have to hit with telekinesis and the sticky hand are like incredibly precise. So you'll often see me like just struggling to hit one thing from far away. because it's got a super small hitbox for it.
It's not a run for shaky hands.
No, it is not. Enter the jackalope. Alright, so we got our first boss fight here. One thing that I really like about this boss fight is that as you deal damage to the boss, the music progressively gets like more intense. So we got one hit there and it adds more to it. So I'm going to roll in and out there because it skips an attack phase that the jackalope would have otherwise. But otherwise, I just got to catch these apple cores that he's spitting up, throw them back at him, that makes him mad, and then I have to have him run into a rock. And catching stuff with the telekinesis is not necessarily easy to do. I was too close to the rock. No. Get out of here. And then I just gotta leave. It gives me a meteorite. Meteorites in the game allow you to have more telekinetic power and such, but it's not necessary to actually do that, so I don't actually go out of my way to get any of them.
There is a spot where it'd be useful, but you need to get like so many that it's not really worth it.
1 of 81. Was that what is that? Oh no, 1 of 1 for that level, right? But there's so many of them. It's just not worth collecting them all for a speedrun. Not for any percent anyway. Someone's bound to do 100% at some point, I think. Maybe.
Alright, the most broken level in the run.
Yeah, let's hope I get this skip, because this is the hardest part. One of the hardest parts, at least.
So at the start, they want you to kill this, like, giant bee.
Okay,
and it'll give you this tutorial that could take up your screen for a really long time, but you can skip it by just jumping around a kind of cutscene that prevents you from progressing.
Yeah. Luckily I got it. Doing that is stupidly hard because as soon as the bee hits you once, again, they attack relentlessly, so there's no hope of getting it again. Or very slim hopes. Also, those morels were invisible because it skipped the cutscene. And here I'm going to jump over another invisible barrier because I'm supposed to fight all the Amanita mushrooms below, but I'm not going to do that because that's slow.
I'm just going to leave the morels for dead.
Yep. I mean, they're invisible anyway. They can't be seen. They're fine.
There's a little platform section in here that you can just skip by jumping up this thing, whatever it is.
Tire.
I think it's the hubcap thing. Alright, I tried really hard to glitch hunt this section because this puzzle was boring.
It's so long. This would take so long.
I didn't have a very good concept of what glitch hunting was, so I just walked into walls and hoped one didn't exist, and well, what do you know? One didn't exist.
Like, seriously, I literally just have to go to this corner and hey, we're out of bounds. And while I'm out of bounds, conveniently, all the items that I need for any parts are, like, in the way of everything that I need to do. For any of the good weapons, so, like, we never actually have to go out of our way to get any items. If you look in the background, if I had the camera turned, you could actually see parts of other levels here. But here I'm going to float around in a barrier, and then get behind this wall that puzzle would have unlocked, and that finishes out the level. Which saves, like, what would it take? Like 6 minutes or something to do that puzzle?
I think this saves like a minute and 20 or 40 seconds.
6 minutes a minute, that's fine. Whatever. Same thing. But yeah, that puzzle, you're supposed to, like, move a small piece between every single one of those, like, nodes that was in it to get them across to get a connection on the other side.
This level's also a little broken. They intended you to do a bunch of stuff to guide this balloon up the tower, but you can just hit the switch from far down below.
Yep. So we're just gonna do that, and yeah, that don't have to do literally any of that level, thankfully, because doing that balloon section is long. So here I'm just gonna we get a side-scrolling section. There's only a couple spots like this in the game. Oh no, I'm getting bodied. Okay, we made it. But I have, like, no health, so we'll see if I live for the next ones.
Sphere is very nice for this section because you can, like, force enemies back or kind of force yourselves over.
No, okay, get past me. We're fine. Okay. As long as I get into the boss fight, then I don't care if I die. Deaths in this game are trivial. You have no set lives. Ooh, that's not good. That's going to be a bit of an annoyance because these acorns take a long time to respawn. Okay. I disagree with that one.
Damn, he dunked on you.
He did. Dummy. They also don't all respawn at the same rate, so I just have to hope that one respawns quickly. Oh, that one appeared instantly. Cool. I can't do anything. I can't do anything.
Oh no.
I have 4 of them coming back at once. He literally had 1 hit left.
Oh my god.
Game, you and I need to have a talk because I highly disagree with that one second hit that should have been a hit.
Oh, this level.
Oh, this level.
I tried so hard to find something with this level, but like I even found the way to get to the last objective without doing everything else, but you just can't do it until you've done everything else.
Yep. This level is just this giant maze that you have to go through. You have to do a lot of mandatory fights. I've got to do a puzzle with these dominoes here that there is no good way of doing at all. So we're just gonna kind of wing it until it works. Please. It's really tricky on the controls because you actually have to manually press every single one of these. That you have to shift it. I can't just like hold down the button. There we go. Alright, so I got this engineer. I'm trying to help him out. But it becomes very apparent what kind of help that you're going to be doing for him, which is basically fighting off everything while he stays behind. So I gotta put those cars back, get this generator running. But the Amanitas have breached in, so he's sealing me inside with them. What a nice guy. So I'm gonna use these cars to my advantage to kill everything, because trying to kill these guys takes a long time if I'm trying to just attack them. I never grabbed the first one. How does it back into position?
for it.
Pretty accurate.
Yeah. So one annoying thing they did in the game was that enemies can actually pick up the health drops.
Yes, it's really annoying. Especially in a later level where the entire level is fights. Alright, well, we're no longer sealed inside. Well, we're sort of sealed inside. I've got to go through this big old maze, like I said. A lot of backtracking in it. So, we're gonna put these devices everywhere to open up doors and keep going. Now would probably be a good time for any donations if you have any.
We have a $5 donations from Ogden Drocker that says, "Good luck, Terex. Put this money towards pink being the game color for Mute Crimson."
Yo, I am absolutely okay with that. Pink owns.
That brings both colors, so we're going to be taking the two highest colors. As currently it stands, it's orange and pink are the two colors that it would be. But you know, be sure to get that money in to see if you want red, blue, yellow, green, cyan, or purple to be one of those options. For both Terex and Eldra, they'll be selecting those colors in a few runs from now. So we got, you know, still a bit of time for that. So that's about it. Go ahead, Terex.
All right. I hope you guys like whistling, by the way. I hope you really like whistling. So in that, I picked up an extra item to get another weapon. It's going to make these fights much, much faster. That actually was a really good fight for that room. So here we're going to skip the platforming again. If you cancel out, or rather you can cancel out the sticky hand early and not have to sit there at the top of it with that animation, but trying to do that without falling back down is a little tricky. So here I'm going to hit all these switches to open up every single door as I go, which every single new door closes the old one. So I have to go in and out doing this. Over here, block. Okay. This, thank you. I don't know if there's any actual set password that you have to do for this. We're just supposed to push down every single one of these until it works. Now everything's up and running inside the facility, so I can make it back to the engineer. But I have the Amanitas coming in on me, so I gotta dodge all of them. Coming in. Okay, that one was really important to get because the Amanitas could very easily stop me from getting it, and I'd have to fight them. You jerk. There we go, I gotta cancel. Nice. Alright, well now we gotta fight a couple more within this room after they spawn. All the attacks are done with waggle controls, so... Luckily though, I'd literally just have to like jump up and then slash downward, so it's not too big of a deal. Okay. That ought to hold him, just like it held me for the past 12 minutes. 12 minutes of in-game time. Totally. Not an arbitrary number. I forget I have to go this way, not behind the barrier. Alright, so we're done with pretty much all of the level, but I have to get up there and I'm supposed to defend the facility with the crossbow. So I'm gonna get up there, and I'm not gonna get up there, okay.
Seizure warning. Like, actually, though,
Yeah, that's true.
they have a large red flashing light on this, and it's bad. It's real bad.
So, yeah, I'm supposed to defend this from the Amanitas, but there's no actual end to this until you die, so there's no point in me doing anything in the minigame. So again, if you want to read a donation here, this is prime time for that.
Alright, nothing right now, but you know, if anyone likes these red flashing lights, you can donate towards red being the game color, which is the default for View Crimson. That's currently at 0. Or if you also like red, Turtles in Time will be played later today, and the Turtle Raphael is red, who is currently tied for the lead actually with Donatello, who is purple. So again, if you really like red, get your donations in for Raphael for that.
Also, I made a new high score right there. I'm proud of myself.
So you can get past the door that opened at the start, and you can get all the way up here to the lever at the end.
It's stupidly precise to hit, but hey, I just skipped probably 30 seconds to a minute of platform.
You can get to this lever like pretty easily, but it doesn't pull if you haven't done the minigame, and you can't do the minigame until you've done the trumpet.
So you have to go all the way to the depths of the level. Alright, we're out of that level, thankfully. Showdown in Shiitake Town. So this level, as I mentioned earlier, this level is pretty much entirely fights. With the shiitake mushrooms. They have to deem if I'm worthy or not. So up on top of Miyamoto Museum is the rookie shiitake. Please hit mushroom. That was good, okay. That ended really, really well. So now I have to fight other ones. They've all got, like, some elemental ability to them. This is the Earth Shiitake. I'm not really gonna fight him. I'm just gonna throw this honey bottle at him. Because it deals a lot of damage. There it goes. That was not a very good Earth Shiitake fight, but that's fine. So I wanted to hit this plant just to make it grow before I did that dance animation, so... Because you do that dance animation a lot, you know, the victory for pretty much everything you do. So I gotta hit these right here to get the water to drain. Knobs, that's what this word, knobs. And hopefully we'll get past these cockroaches here, because if you don't, they are relentless and they will follow you up here. There we go. So I'm coming around, I believe the back end. Rather, I know it should be the back end of where you're supposed to come in to fight the forest shiitake. And there's two of them here. But I'm gonna cut down their bamboo stalks. Actually, I should need some health. And as soon as I cut down their bamboo stalks, they come down here to fight me for a little bit of time. That's not good. Okay. That's unfortunate, but where am I? Okay.
If I remember correctly, it does save the...
Yeah, it saves the damage that you've done on everything, so it's not really a big deal, just a few seconds wasted of respawning. Also, as we mentioned earlier, the enemies can pick up the health drops, but they will also actively go to the health spawns and hit them to go get more health. Like that. Okay, we got him.
Bunch of cheaters.
Yeah. No less cheaters. That's why we took care of them. So we're coming around on the backside of the water shiitakes area. We're just gonna turn these things here, which is going to fix the water system and drain all the water over here. Where the water shiitake is. Where's my water? Remember to stay hydrated, folks. So this is all the water he has to work with now. Which means I can just body him. And if I remember right, the fight with him, if you have the water in there, is actually like, really difficult.
Can you get in there with the water out?
Yeah, because you can come around the other side.
Oh. There's a lot of that level I don't know about.
Yep. I know this because that's what I did on my first playthrough. Because there's two directions you can go into. But it all loops around, so it's fine. Who is the best Ninja Turtle? Donatello, obviously. Vote for him.
Donatello at $305, along with Raphael, also at $305.
Oh, snap.
If anyone donates any amount of money towards one of them, that turtle will be in the lead.
Alright, so here, I find Cactus. His arms have been cut off, so I need to go find his arms. Because they have life of their own, apparently. So, we go in there, we find him, we're gonna go down all these other areas instead. So that he can basically free himself. I gotta free his arms to free himself. And the reason that we have to do this is because there is a really freaking big Amanita that we have to fight, but we can't do that. And the Amanita even tells you, go away, you will lose. You will lose. I can guarantee that if you try to fight him. So here's the first one. Here's his right arm. Stuck inside of this cage. So for this particular one, I have to go and hit two different switches that are holding pans, and the pans will get pulled up. When the pans get pulled up, there's a couple of nails under each one. Or rather, a nail under each one that I have a set amount of time to get before the pan comes back over it. So, there. That's the first. Nice bicycle chains. I really love like the clever use of items that they did for this game and for all the environment. So I'm going to attempt to skip over stuff here by jumping over it, but it's tricky. I want to jump. Jump! He did jump. Oh well. I tried. So you can jump over all three barriers like that, but oh well. So we're just gonna fly over the Amanitas that I already skipped over. Because who wants to fight them? It in there, okay. So coming up here is one of my least favorite parts of the game. for what I have to do to get to this left arm. I just got a meteorite that was underneath the platform because they put it too close. You can just literally walk over instead of actually having to go find it. Oop, nope. Awesome. Thank you. Hopefully I make this jump. That should work. Okay. That jump is really tight to get, but saves a fair amount of platforming. So yeah, this right here is one of my least favorite spots of the run. I've got to stack... They want you to stack the caps of these pistons, I guess, onto certain spots in order to make these pistons rise, but I don't want to do that. I'm just going to take the caps and... will that work? I don't know if that'll work. Nah, it's not going to work in this angle, I don't think. So, yeah, I'm going to hopefully get these stacked up here so I can get up. Might work if I stay on the corner. Nope. Okay. That might work better. I'm so close. No. I really hate this spot. Alright, we got it. So, funny story about, I don't know, 3 days ago or something when I was practicing this, I accidentally morphed those into a single unit. And it kind of glitched around on its own. I just had a bit of a show to watch. It took a fair amount of time before they unmorphed themselves on the floor down here. But alright, we got the left arm free, so now we can actually go get Cactos.
Cactos for Smash.
Cactos for Smash, agreed. Donate $1 now if you want Cactos for Smash. So, we got a lot of enemies here to kill. Lost my baseball. Including scorpions now. But using items to do that makes things really, really easy. Mr. Left and Mr. Right. I'm gonna grab these because I need the telekinesis. I don't know what it is, but throwing the baseballs down this hallway is impossible. You'd think it'd be easy, just point here and waggle, and it like never goes there. So I need that baseball for the fight that's coming up after it. Let's go get Cactos. He's gonna free himself with his arms. And then he's gonna follow us up into this area with the General and Anita. He big. Also, we just saw Pester. He's the antagonist of the game, and we're almost like done with the game, so we finally saw him. But the reason I grabbed this baseball, as you can see, this is going to make fighting in here much, much faster. If I can grab it again. There we go.
Who needs good weapons when you just have baseball?
He got mad at me. I killed his units. So now he's going to run after me. I did a run like yesterday or the day before, and for some reason he didn't chase after me. It was really strange.
Did it continue?
Yeah, it continued and everything, but he just kept there fighting Cactos instead. Then I was like, alright, I'm okay with this, I don't have to do anything. Forget this. You'll never beat me. Look, it's lava. I don't know where that came from, but cool. So we're gonna platform around it.
Just some casual lava in someone's backyard.
Yeah. Getting this out-of-bounds incinerator ammo that I will never use. Okay, this is a tricky spot. Grab it. Okay, we barely made it. As soon as one of those scorpions attacks me, it's over. We gotta fight him. So I gotta hit these two switches to pull back some leaves so that I can hit the Amanita General while Cactus is distracting him. Alright, I don't care if I take the damage here because I'm using death warp. That was really fast for that spot. Usually the boxes don't crumble like that. So yeah, said we're gonna death warp. It's gonna put me right back down here, conveniently. So I just gotta come off to the side, and we're gonna use this skeleton fist that's apparently there, with a wedding ring on. And I'm gonna watch this cutscene, because Cactus is a hero. And stupid. That is my exact reaction. What the heck?
Oh my god.
Literally could have just shoved him over, but no. I'm gonna tackle him in. What the heck? F for Cactus. He was a hero, I guess. So in this level, I'll get the last upgrade, or rather, weapon that I'll be using. And the first part of it is right here. So I just got an engagement ring inside of a kid's toy thing, you know, that you just get at Walmart. So if you ever want to get married, just go to Walmart and you'll get engagement rings. At random, though, so you might have to spend a few quarters. So good luck. Your marriage depends on it. Alright, so I got my last item. Which is the most powerful of the stabbing weapons. Bees, go away. So I'm gonna jump over here and hope that I don't fall. Okay. Bees, dude! Okay, this will be fine? I hope. Okay, we're fine. Bees are a nuisance. Alright, so we see a turtle there. The Amanitas are trying to indoctrinate, I guess, with the spores. So now we meet Pester. He's mad because reasons. He wants power, I guess. Ow. I just got sniped. Gotta be careful here because there's falling rubbish, falling wood chunks. Ow. Well. Okay, that's not too far back. Like I said earlier, there's infinite lives, so I don't really have to worry about dying. It's just a matter of how far back does it put me. I've got to climb for a little while here, so if you got something to say, Richard, go for it.
Yeah, so coming up after this run, we're going to have Andre the Oh, no. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, go for it.
You have Andre the Accelerator coming up next with another World 20th Anniversary Edition, and then we're going to have a run of Shovel Knight after that by S Diesel, and then that new Crimson is coming up as well. Alright, back to you, Terry. So you're having a great time?
Yeah, you can keep going if you want. What else is coming up? Because apparently I can't get past this.
Alright, well, again, I just want to reiterate that you're watching Bring 'em Over 2, and we're raising money for Luis Miguel and Madu, both Brazilian runners, as well as Sopa, who is a Finnish runner, for that Mega Man X 1 through 3 relay coming up at AGDQ 2019. And we had a really exciting classic Mega Man 1 through 3 relay last year, and so we want to make sure that we get the community to the event so that we can all have a great time in an exciting race. Good luck, Terex. I believe in you.
Thanks.
You can do this.
I don't have anything that can snipe me in this spot, so if I fall, it's my own fault. So my TV is really dark, and I can't actually see where any of these platforms are. The only reason I can tell where they are is because there's bright orange sticking them to their wall. So I just look for that and then jump in that general area. Also, we're chasing after Pester, who has a rocket. And now we're fighting that turtle that they were infecting. Oh, that I didn't know, actually. No? Okay, never mind. Interesting. I wonder why that one came back. Oh, I hit the back leg earlier. Oh, interesting. Alright, here's for the dumb part of the fight. I've got to hit 3 spores on top of this turtle's head, but again, everything is stupidly precise, so with this turtle moving its head around a lot, that was actually really good. I'm impressed with myself. So phase 2, I don't have ammo or telekinesis, so I gotta kill these if they come nearby, because they more likely than not will not. Okay, so phase 2, the turtle is, she'll snap back at you. For every single spore that you get rid of on the legs. I need more energy again. Just hit the bee. Another bee, I want it. Please hit the spore. Thank you. Okay. Gotta clear 3 more on the turtle's head, and then we're out. I need more! Ah! The bees are never around.
Normally the bees are like on you.
I never have them on me. I wish they were. Alright, turtle's
really?
cute. That's all you get to see the turtle. But yeah, the bees never like come to me. I have to go and chase after them, and then they like go away from where they were at. The only time they're on me is like when I have low health instead of when I actually need it. Well, there's man right there, Colonel Fatso. So there's your answer. Alright, so we're in this guy's trailer for some reason. There's a lot that's not really explained in this story. As to, like, where you are at for what reason. here's a section that I'm supposed to use a bunch of items to platform up with. I'm only going to use 2 of them because who wants to go through the trouble of all the other ones? Making this much easier than if you try to do it with all the other ones. So in here, as we saw before, Pester had a rocket. So we need to build our own rocket to chase after him. So right now I'm collecting parts in order to do that. If it will let me get to that, thank you.
Try to find a way to skip this section, too, but you can't really get past the air conditioner. It'll just push you back. I did find a soft lock though.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, you know when you go down to like that area with the hands and like that dude you have to kill with it.
Yep, where I'm headed to now. Yeah.
You can like get on top of the hand where the invisible wall is, and you just get stuck in there.
Oh, fantastic. So I'm gonna do a small fire right here with a necromancer. Well, he's dead, so easy. Where is my camera? Okay. That was strange. I'm gonna stand on top of this, hit that thing, then come all the way up here. Camera? Okay. Also, there's spiders, really big spiders, that come out of, like, everything in here. This place nasty. I'm in a toilet now. Also nasty. So we got the kids are here, making jokes. The rest to be total jerks. Ha! I completely understood that. Hope you did too, because it's painfully obvious. Alright, not bad. Other than a couple of the parts not wanting to take hits, that actually was a really good level. So this is the final level here, the robot wife. Again, this strange, very, very strange game. There's no explanation as to why this is here at all. They also have a chihuahua over there that is infected with the spores and will kill you if you stay on the ground. Get ready for some, like, really sick music, though. Like, the end music of this game is really freaking good. So we're climbing up on top of the robot wife right now. And this is where we're going to fight Pester at. This guy started a war over rocks because he wants power or something. This music is so good. So I gotta fight whatever units he throws at me. So now I've got to do what I had to do in that jackalope fight earlier. I've got to catch the rocks that he's throwing at me and then throw them back at him. If I can catch the rocks! Hello?
I know you just want to listen to the music more.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, let's first phase down. So I gotta do this in between every phase.
What was that flip through the air?
I don't know. It was so far in the air. I've never seen myself go up that high before. Ah, frick. Okay, so he's throwing 2 rocks now in this phase. I have to catch one of them and then wait for the other one to pass, otherwise it just runs into itself. I gotta do that a couple of times. Also, if you try to like take it to the side and then throw it right away, it homes in on the other rock. So you actually have to wait for it to... It did another flip like that. Hello? So yeah, it homes in like on the rock instead. So you do have to wait for it to get past a certain point before it does anything. I'm not getting a lot of hits in, but oh well. Again, lives are like trivial. Throwing 3 rocks. Okay, so now he's down here with me. I have to hope that he goes in the right position. He did, thank you. He teleports around the robot wife at random. And so I just have to hope he gets into the right spot that I can suck him into the arm. So time is coming up. I have to fight Pesker up here. Pester. I keep calling him Pesker for some reason. But, yeah, so time is just about up. Whoa, okay. I was like, please move. Okay, and time. Get to see a close-up of the Chihuahua. He's a friendly dog, we promise. So yeah, there's like no explanation as to why this guy has a robotic wife or anything. But yeah, the beginning of the story is you accidentally absorb this village's meteorite that they had, which was special to them. And you don't know why you absorbed it, but you have to go get them another one. So you're getting them a meteorite in all this. So yay, we brought back our rock. That's Mushroom Run the Spore Wars.